Mick and Sam, taking you to Jungle Land. Bengals pride, it fills the air. Every week we're always there. Touchdowns, tackles, all the plays. Bengals roaring every way. Stories, news, and game recaps. Jungle Juice, we bridge those gaps. Welcome to the Jungle Juice. Mick and Sam, let's break it loose. Cincinnati, hear our call. Bengals fans, unite us all.
Welcome into this Christmas edition of the Jungle Juice podcast. I'm Sam, he's Mick. Mick, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well, and Merry Christmas to anybody that's watching this show. We're 2 days away. Did you get all your shopping done?
Today is Festivus, yes, and I wrapped everything today. I'm not a.
I usually have. So we go down to Sam's mom's, not your mom, my wife Sam's mom's for Christmas every year, and I usually have Sam's mom wrap all of Sam's gifts for me.
Wow.
Can
you wrap?
I ask her to do it. Not well, but I can. Not great.
See, no, I'm not. Mine looks like probably a blind monkey tries, but it's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah.
I'm much more of a gift bag kind of guy anyways. I feel like that fits my personality.
So, funny story. So, I think me and Sam traveled down last year separately. I think she came down to her mom's like a day or two earlier than I did. And I didn't know I was responsible to bring Sam's stocking from up here down there.
Oh, no.
So Sam didn't have a stocking. So all of Sam's stocking stuffer gifts were in like a plastic Walmart bag.
If only it was Dollar General, I feel like there would be nothing more Kentucky than that being the stocking. But happy holidays, Frank. Thank you for joining us as well. We always appreciate you joining us each and every week, but we thank you as well for joining us on this week's edition of the show. On today's show, a couple of the news headlines, not a whole lot this week. We'll touch a little bit on the Miami game. We'll preview a little bit of the Cardinals game, but really, Mick and I have both come up with our wish list or our Christmas list of us asking the Bengals. So if the Bengals were giving us presents, I have three things. I don't know how many you have, Mick. I have three on my list. That we went, and I kind of went all over the place as to what I could ask for that. But first, we invite you to follow us on our social media channels, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We're also on your favorite podcasting platform. Give us a 5-star rating on that. Let's talk about the news for this week. Mick, I know you're very excited for Jamar Chase to make the Pro Bowl games.
Yay! How many in a row is this now? Is this five?
Five, all 5 years.
He's 5/7 of the way to AJ Green's. AJ Green had 7 in a row, I think. So he's was over halfway last year, and then he's 2 more to go. He's got 2 more to go. Congratulations to Jamar.
You had some alternates in there as well. I don't know that really anybody else was that deserving of getting in.
Five games of Burrow, maybe.
yeah, but that's not gonna do it. Chase Brown, like maybe as an old, but again, he kind of had that rough patch, early mid season, and then caught fire late. But Evan McPherson probably should be in the conversation. Ryan Rico, maybe, but I don't know. William Wagner, maybe. He hasn't had a bad one yet. I don't know. This isn't necessarily news, but I just want your reaction to this because I always like ESPN sends out the notifications and they do a pretty good job of making me want to click on it. And today they sent out, here are the latest NFL power rankings. And I was like, I don't really want to click on that because that is not going to end well for what I want. But then underneath of it says, and each beat writer gives their rookie of the year. I was like,
Oh, Jesus.
Ben Baby from ESPN. I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. I was like, who is the rookie of the year? And I was like, okay, if I was writing this article, who would I put as the Bengals rookie of the year? So, Mick, I ask you, and I think we'd be the same rookie of the year. I would have said Dylan Fairchild. Who would you have said?
Yeah, I forgot about Fairchild. I was going to say William Wagner. Hey, he didn't mess up a single snap this year.
Knock on wood.
Didn't
Knock
mess
on
up
wood.
any snaps so far.
We are getting
this
very
year.
close to the anniversary of Brad St. Louis. I believe, wasn't that Christmas Eve?
Of 2007, maybe?
The Brad St. Louis
2006?
was it Broncos? Was that they were playing?
Man, I was still.
I just remember watching that game and it ruined my Christmas. Brad St. Louis did. But who would you? So would you go Dylan Fairchild or would you go William Wagner?
Dylan Fairchild's looked pretty good so far this year. I think he's definitely a long-term piece for this offense. I can't tell you the last time I felt this good about a Bengals starting offensive lineman. And I'm even putting Amarius Mims in that bucket here. I think Dylan Fairchild's just looked really, really good. You know how much I care about the middle of the field. I do love tackle play and whatnot, but I love guard play just as much, if not even more, just because keeping the middle of the pocket stable for Burrow, I think matters more than anything. So I'll go, Dylan Fairchild is a good one.
If you're watching with us, let us know in the comments too who you think who would be your Bengals rookie of the year this year. But Mick, I ask you this: who did Ben Baby pick?
Shit,
or did
he
you
probably put Barrett Carter?
He did. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Let's make it."
I know. You said, "Oh, yeah, Mick's going to be interested in this," and I'm like, "Oh, well, Ben Baby."
Honestly, here's my thing: Demetrius Knight's been better than him. I mean, again,
pretty bad.
Again,
pretty terrible.
Low bar. But I that one just kind of, I was
Barrett
like,
Carter's been better than Shamar Stewart.
Again, gosh. So I think Dylan Fairchild to me is the easy. Jalen Rivers.
Okay, Barrett. Jalen Rivers is at the.
So I guess when you start thinking about it,
very bottom.
You can see that this is like, I guess you can see where Ben Baby got to of Jalen.
Barrett Carter's not even the second worst rookie so far in the draft class.
Oh, that's.
Let me know who would be your number two? Would it be William Wagner? I'd probably put William Wagner too.
Let's put William Wagner, since he's an undrafted guy. I feel like he almost doesn't even count, but he probably would be the answer. Now I'm trying. Okay, so you had Taj Brooks in the 5th. You had Barrett Carter in the 4th.
We didn't have a 7th round pick this year.
No, because that was the trade to Khalil Herbert.
Who was the 6th
Frank
round
says
pick?
Fairchild. That was Jalen Rivers.
Oh, I thought Rivers was the 4th. Okay.
No, the 4th was Barrett Carter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's got to be Fairchild. Like that's
Fairchild. Yeah, to me, I was kind of surprised that Ben Baby didn't go with Dylan Fairchild because I think he's been pretty decent. But alas, any Barrett Carter mention, I have to bring up to you on the show. It just feels natural. Let's really quickly talk a little bit about the game on Sunday, Bengals Dolphins, and then we'll have our Bengals Christmas wish list. To me, I mean, for me, it was really weird too, Mick, because I had to work on Sunday afternoon/evening. So I was working through it. And I am the kind of person that, for me at least, and you know this about me, that like I plan my entire week around that 3.5 hour stretch for the Bengals game. I don't want to work during it. Like I will do everything before and after. And for that 3.5 hour period, I will not do anything. I didn't have a choice though. I had to, because I had the work, my full-time job for the radio station. I had a game that afternoon/evening. So I had to, in fact, I watched the last couple of drives on the game as I was driving to said game. So it was weird for me to not be able to fully process the game while I was watching it, but I still, we still had some notes to make. And I think we got to start with Burrow on the offense. 25 of 32, 309, 4 touchdowns in really 3 quarters. I mean, I think, what did he play? 1 drive in the 4th, if that.
Yeah, like half of a drive.
Yeah, in 3 quarters, he had 309 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. 3 big time throws, 0 turnover worthy plays, which I'm surprised it's not 1. There was one
play over the middle.
Yeah, that play over the middle. It was literally 4 Dolphins receivers covered around. think Gesicki, covered around Gesicki in that second quarter. I probably would have charged a turnover-worthy play to that, but nonetheless, Burrow looked really good. The defense put him in a lot of great positions to be in, especially in that third quarter. But you saw some really good throws from Burrow. And I feel like I don't give it enough credit. Burrow has, I think, probably the best touch on the football that any quarterback has had in a very long time. Like the way that the guy has the ability to either float pass or take a little bit off the ball when it does, when you don't need to throw a bullet pass, and it may be basic stuff, to the naked eye or whatever, but I think that I don't think that could be overstated. I don't think it'd be overstated how great his touch was in this game. Saul and also just the chemistry he has with T. Now T didn't really have a robust box score line, I guess. What did he have?
3 catches,
53 yards and a touchdown. But the fact that I just love that Joe Burrow is just playing, I'm going to float it up to you, go up and get it ball, to T during that game, and then let Jamar just do everything else, right? So
my note that I wrote down is the offense is just different with T. Higgins out there.
Yeah. I mean, I think different. It is. Yeah, there's some attention off of Jamar to allow Jamar just work around a lot of underneath routes. Also, you have an X receiver in there, and Jamar is able to work inside and work the slot a little bit more, which I love Jamar chasing the slot. It's my favorite time to watch him play is out of the slot. But yeah, I agree. The offense looks so much better with T. Higgins in, and there might be a reason why, we didn't see the offense play as well this past week against Baltimore.
And then it helps when Chase Brown, 43 receiving yards, 66 on the ground, average over 5 yards a carry. The moves he had that little stretch where he scored his touchdowns. He was making some incredible moves to get into the end zone.
He was. You say you were talking about Chase Brown, right? Sorry.
Chase Brown, yes.
Yep, Chase Brown. The first touchdown run from Chase Brown, crazy elusiveness on that play. He kind of had a little 3-point, just shiftiness to him in that play, forcing, I think, a couple of missed tackles towards the pylon there. But yeah, I thought Chase Brown just looked crazy elusive in that game. I didn't even look to see what his elusiveness rating was from PFF in that game, but it had to have been a 132.8 elusiveness rating. Pretty good. Pretty good rating from him. 4.25 yards after contact too. So I mean, the dude was making people miss. He's forcing missed tackles throughout the game. It was probably one of the better games we've seen from Chase Brown this season.
Offensive line, I think, for the Bengals, talking about this, Dalton Risner continues to have a strong season. Ted Karras had not a bad day. It wasn't a good day by any stretch, but it was definitely not his best game of the season. But my biggest takeaway, Mick, is that we're not talking enough about Amarius Mims. He's somebody that we've not mentioned over the last couple of weeks, which I think says a lot because
it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
An offensive lineman that you don't ever call their name is usually a great thing, but has not allowed a sack since the bye week and 0 quarterback hits over the last 4 games. I mean, Mims is turning into a first-round right tackle.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what he was billed as when he was coming into the draft a couple of years ago, and he's starting to really look like that. I think they're finally starting to put the pieces together on this offensive line. It's taken 7 years for Zach Taylor to do that.
Here's the thing: is Scott Peters maybe just a really good offensive line coach?
Yeah. I mean, I think there's something to be said with that for sure, and I think that you finally have the right personnel on the field. You have the personnel on the field that we wanted on the field the entirety of the season. Now, I doubted Scott Peters' call to say, oh, hey, I'm going to start Jalen Rivers for 6-7 games out of the year, and Dalton Risner is going to be my backup or whatever. But I think if we had this combination, the starting five combination the whole season, we'd be talking about this being like a mid-tier to even like a mid to higher tier offensive line. Like I'm not sure. Also, I mean, I think it took a little bit for that scheme, for Scott Peters' teachings to maybe get implemented and for them to actually start hitting their stride. But I mean, I think we're going on about close to 2 months of football where they've played reasonably well.
And that's all they need to do.
Yeah.
Like, just do okay. Because Burrow can help out with a lot of that as well. Anything else you want to mention on the offense, or should we hop over to the defensive side of the ball?
Jamar, I don't know if we got too deep into Jamar's stat line.
I love that we just pass on Jamar just because, just 108 yards or whatever it was, just casual day for Jamar.
Yeah, was just like the security blanket, man. Like he was
Jamar Chase.
He was Jamar Chase in this game. I loved how we had kind of a callback to the AFC Championship against Kansas City, the one that we unfortunately didn't win. But if you know the play I'm talking about, it's the play where he kind of, Burr kind of splits the safeties. Jamar's in the middle, and he just high points the ball for like a 35, 40 yard
Jamar's
game.
Down there somewhere kind of thing.
Yeah. And then the only other thing I had to note is was a little scared that Burrow retore his wrist ligament in one of the plays. Can't remember what play it was. It was in the third quarter after the Barrett Carter interception. It was right before the touchdown pass to Chase Brown, but he did get up and he did get like a hit on like an incomplete pass on that play and like landed on his wrist weird. But that was the only thing that I had a note on.
I don't remember that happening. For the defensive side of the ball, I mean, my first point that I wrote down is, were they playing Quinn Ewers? Yeah. But for the most part, they made it look like they were playing Quinn Ewers. And I think that at least makes me feel somewhat good about the defense.
Yeah, and I don't think Quinn Ewers looked too bad in this game, really. I mean, he definitely, could tell that he hasn't had a lot of reps and, hasn't had a lot of continuity with this offense, which the Miami's offense has also, I think, just been shattered by injuries, especially at the receiver position for the entirety of the season. And when I say shattered at the wide receiver position, I just mean that Tyreek Hill's not out there, and they don't really have anybody besides Jalen Waddle and a 35-year-old Darren Waller who played okay during this game.
He did.
Shocker.
I just love that Quinn Ewers was just like, let's just throw it up and have him go get it.
Yeah. At least the defense kind of figured out that's what he was trying to do in the second half there in the third quarter. But yeah, the defense looked okay in this game. Expected them to kind of look a little bit better against this Miami offense, against Quinn Ewers. But yeah, I mean, there's some decent takeaways from this game. I didn't see a whole lot of missed tackles. I shit you not, I don't know what the grading was. Actually, the grading wasn't terrible for Barrett Carter. I didn't have a lot of plays where I'm like, oh man, I hate Barrett Carter in this game.
And that's saying something.
I know. I didn't. There was not a whole lot of, man, I really wish Barrett Carter wasn't out here moments. So yeah, I mean, I thought that Barrett Carter played better. Probably his best game of the season, actually, against the Dolphins here. Yeah. Geno Stone had a bad missed tackle. He was the only one I channeled some hate through. Yeah,
on the touchdown. Miles Murphy, we've talked about him a lot over the last couple of weeks. And over the last couple of weeks, he's playing like that fifth-year option decision is going to be a little bit more difficult for the Bengals. Right now, and we're going to talk more about this in the offseason, but right now it is projected to be $13.6 million. Are you picking that up?
Oh, it's only 13.6?
That is at least as of, I think this was over the cap earlier today, had it as 13.6 as the projection. Are you picking that up?
When's the deadline to pick it up?
March?
Now,
that window opens up between January and March is when is when that decision needs to be made.
I don't
Are you
know
picking
if
that up?
I don't know if I pick up a $13.5 million option on Miles Murphy.
But here's the thing. 2 months ago, the decision would have been, hell no. Now you're at least like, well, maybe. At least you're thinking about it. And I think that at least makes me feel somewhat good. I don't know that I would pick it up either. But also 13.6 is not a ton of money against the cap.
No, it's not a ton of money against the cap. I agree. I don't know. If you ask me who's played better this year, Miles Murphy or Joseph Osai, I'd say about the same, right? Both have had their moments here and there. Neither has been incredibly consistent so far this season. If they're saying Joseph Osai's market out there is, I think I heard Jay or Paul Danner Jr. Mentioned it was like 3 years, $33 billion. Just in comparison, if that was the market for a Miles Murphy, Joseph Osai type of player, I don't know if I'd be picking up a $14 million contract on top of it, or for that.
Yeah, it's at least a question that the Bengals are going to have to discuss. After a rough middle of the season, Dax has been playing much better over the last couple of weeks. That, though, and I don't think this is a coincidence, that was right around when he made the switch to going back outside instead of being the slot corner. I'm curious if that is something. I don't think it's a coincidence.
No, I don't think it's a coincidence either. And this was like one of my worries coming into the season was, are we going to see regression out of Dax because he's playing more in the box as a nickel corner as opposed to playing outside where we saw him play a lot better last year before he tore his ACL? When we saw him play free safety in 2023, we thought, oh no, we cannot have him be our free safety anymore. Moved him into outside corner and he played considerably better. He actually played like the best defensive corner, defensive back on the roster until he got hurt. I just really hope they don't move him back to nickel again. I think you have something working at the outside corner spot. You got to keep him there. You could have, with DJ Turner and Dax Hill, you could have one of the better, starting outside corner tandems in the NFL. So you can't just ruin the momentum there again.
Yeah, I agree. Jalen Davis, too, continues to just show up and make plays.
Yeah, that might be the biggest surprise of the season is Jalen Davis.
Uday, thanks for watching, Lisa.
She's watching from YouTube today.
That's different. I respect it.
Whoa. But yeah, Jalen Davis, one of the biggest surprises. I don't think any of us really thought none of us thought Jalen Davis was going to be on this football team this year.
No.
But he's came in, he's constantly made plays, he's made the most out of his opportunities, has tripled his snap count of pretty much any other season he's played in Cincinnati this year because of the injury to Cam Taylor-Britt, which forced Dax to come outside and Jalen Davis to play the nickelback. I really, there might be a question as to whether do you bring Jalen Davis to come back next year and see? I don't know. I can't believe I'm saying this. I think there was a game last year. It might have been the Cardinals game 2 years ago where I was like, man, Jalen Davis should not see this football field ever again. But yeah, I thought he played. He's been playing really well, and it showed again on Sunday.
100%. I think overall, listen, the Bengals are going to win, I think, every game this season for the rest of the year. It's just that's what it's going to happen. But it was nice to at least have a win on Sunday. Like, it was nice to be able to be like, you know what? I'm happy. The Bengals won a game. And that at least was nice. That was my biggest takeaway. Yeah, so they screwed up their draft. Yeah, sure. Whatever. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy feeling happy after a Bengals game because we haven't had many of those this year. And that was my biggest takeaway from this game.
I would agree.
Any other takeaways from this, or should we go into our Bengals wish list?
Let's go to our Christmas list.
Okay. So what we're doing is we are asking Santa Mike Brown for things this Christmas.
God. Oh, no.
I mean, he's old, so he doesn't have a beard, but it at least works. So we both have 3 things on our wish. Do you have 3 or do you have more than that?
I've got 3.
Okay, so we both have 3 things on our wish list. And we left it open as to what we want to do, and I've kind of gone some different things. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I'll let you kick it off here.
Okay, my first one, and it wouldn't shock me if this is on your wish list as well. Santa Mike Brown, can you please extend Dalton Reisner?
Oh, hey.
Same one?
Nope, not on
Overlap?
the list.
No.
But
Okay.
Great start.
Listen, Dalton Reisner has been great for the Bengals. He's given some stability to that right guard position. And listen, that's the main thing that I want. I want them to keep Dalton Reisner. You've got a great 5 right now. You want to draft now for their backups and improve that. But I think Dalton Reisner is a starting guard. He's played like it, and it's time to pay him like it.
Yes. And he's cheap. He's a guard. He's not that expensive. He's bounced around the league a little bit. Like, just make it happen. Give him the Alex Kappa contract. Like,
I agree.
Just go ahead and do it.
2 years, $10 million. Or something in that
it's
realm.
gonna be a little more than that. I would say
2 years, $12 million. Whatever it is. Because
I'd say 3 years, 24. Dalton
okay.
Reisner.
Listen, I'm not going to be mad at keeping him in there. Lisa's first request is hot water in the ladies' rooms. Good luck with that. It would be nice to have some hot water in the. I guess, do we have hot water? I don't even know.
I think we have hot water. I've never not had hot water.
I don't know. I've never really paid that close attention to
loo.
it. Will Scrooge McDuck Brown open up the pocketbook this Christmas? It should be probably Scrooge McDuck. That's probably a better T-Brook.
He'll open it up
just a little bit, right?
Yeah,
just a little bit. Okay, what's your first wish?
You want me to go serious or not serious?
I am leaving this completely open to you. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, we'll start with somewhat serious. I want an off-season with no contract extension dilemma.
I think you're going to get that this year.
And I think that's little asked for right now. New ski goggles? No, mine are working just fine, Lisa. Yeah, I think we're going to have it this year. There's no impending dooming contract extensions or, contract drama unless they decide to tag Trey Hendrickson, and there's a little bit of drama there. At least the blow will soften a little bit with that, just because we've seen the defense without Trey, and although it hasn't looked great without Trey, we've at least seen it without Trey, just to know what we're going to get when he's not on the team anymore. But anyways, I think that just no contract drama, no front office drama, and maybe seeing them be a little more proactive this go around as opposed to reactive.
Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. My next wish. Can we sign an actual veteran linebacker? and
what,
not
Oren Burks isn't doing it for you?
No, let's spend money. Let's go out there and get the best linebacker on the market, or one of the best linebackers on the market. That is my biggest Christmas wish. And you know what? Spend on one of them, and then Demetrius Knight and Barrett Carter can compete for the other linebacker position. And I think that is fine. And then you're hoping that one of those two takes a big sophomore jump into their second season and give me something there to where I don't have anything to worry about as much when it comes to the linebacker position.
Yes, I would 100% agree with that. Again, I'll say it again, like I say every show. Most important part of the defense is the middle of the field, your defensive tackles, your safeties, your linebackers. Go out and get a guy that can play. Right now we have 2 that probably can't play. Maybe one that definitely can't play. Go out and get a guy, and when you say that, don't get Oren Burks.
Yes, I'm wanting you to go spend money.
Bring back Logan Wilson.
Find the Trey Hendrickson of linebackers. Yes. Where you're going out there, or the DJ Reader. I want you to spend money in that realm for a linebacker, or, even the Alex Kappas, the Ted Karrases. Find somebody out there that is going to spend money, or hell, Orlando Brown. Go be the big spender. Spend it on a linebacker. I don't know who that is yet. It'll be something we'll discuss in free agency, but it is something in there. T-Brookie, his wish is we need a veteran safety to come in and start. You're not going to hear any disagreements from us.
Nope.
What's your next wish?
Well, of the same vein as the linebackers and the safeties, I want the best nose tackle we can possibly find on the market. We're 2 years removed from DJ Reader, and you know me, I've loved DJ Reader.
Slayton.
Man, you can put 98 on a big guy, but it doesn't mean you're going to get 98 out of the big guy. You know, TJ Slayton has been not my favorite free agent signing, if you could say that. I want to find a guy that's as dominant as DJ Reader, or at least close to it, and not a guy with terrible PFF grading throughout the course of his entire career, but his run stop rate's high because eventually, he runs into a nugget and he's so big that he'll make a play on it. So yeah, I just want a guy that's more consistent at the nose tackle position. I don't know about Dante Corleone and Riley.
I refuse to even put that comment on the screen.
But there are some decent nose tackles in this draft class, and hopefully there's some in free agency. I haven't looked too far into free agency yet, but I would like a nose tackle, Mr. Santa Mike Brown clause.
Scrooge McDuck Brown Santa, sir. My last one is I don't know if this is a sillier one, and this might, like, I don't even know what this will make me sound like. It might make me sound kind of whiny. I don't know. But the Bengals, I would like, if they take more after the Reds when it comes to coming to games. Why don't we have more rally towel nights? Why don't we have a Joe Burrow bobblehead day? Why don't we do, a t-shirt night or do this for some of these games? They sometimes do the rally towels, but I think how awesome would it be is for the Stripe the Jungle night, that when you got up to your seat, there was the color towel of your orange or black section laying there in your towel so that you were ready to do that. Let's do more fun stuff. The Reds, and I know they get a lot of crap for it, they just worry about the bobbleheads instead of worrying about paying players or whatever.
It gets people into the game. It gets people to come.
And listen, it's fun. It's stuff that people will enjoy, whether it's bobbleheads, whether it's hats. I know they do it like one game a year. I feel like it should be more consistent than that. 3 or 4 times a year, we do something like that. And then also kind of fits in the same void, Mick, and I never did bring this to you. One of these days, I'll remember to bring it to you. This is not a season ticket holder gift. This is not a season ticket holder gift. We need to do this. Again, Mick, we spend too much money on the season tickets to get a damn sticker. Like, come on. Like, the ring was really cool. The blanket was nice. I don't know how often you use the blanket, but it's nice. Let's do something. Do something to give us more to the fans in that realm, and I'll shut up now. I don't know if you agree with my wish or not.
No, I agree with it. It's like we're we're battered fans in a sense, We deserve more. We deserve better treatment. Anyways,
I don't know why this bugs me so much. The damn sticker.
Oh, it pisses me off too. I'm like, man, I can't wait for my season ticket gift, because after the ring, I was like, oh man, it's going to be a cool gift every year. And I think they had the year
before the ring, when we weren't season ticket orders, they had like a sock hat. Like it could even be something like that,
or a shitty t-shirt, or a shitty t-shirt.
Yeah,
to do a shitty t-shirt.
No. You get a window cling. And that's the part that drives me crazy too, Mick, is that ours came to get, like, there's no, like, you can't really see. There's no,
and also we haven't had season tickets for 7 years.
I'm wondering if it counts when I had it in 2019, and then, so I guess 19, 20, I guess it just gave me 20, year, 21, right? 22, 23, 24, 25. So if it counts,
maybe that's what it is.
And I didn't have it in 2020, so I'm wondering if it's giving me like But I guess in 2021 we didn't have it either. But we did have like I don't know. I'm not
No,
complaining, Nick.
if we were paying Jungle Pass prices, would you be complaining as much?
Well, the Jungle Pass, I didn't get any season ticket holder benefits for that.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get any benefits for that because I think that was literally like $200 for the entire season, which would be nice. But still, that's my complaint. What is your last one?
Well, this is going to be an impossible ask.
Oh gosh.
And you're gonna hate this answer, by the way.
Oh gosh.
But
do I need to get ready to mute you?
For somebody that is a superstitious guy as yourself, you might appreciate where I'm coming from here.
I'm very superstitious.
I want Gold Star Chili back in Paycor Stadium. We've had Skyline for the past 3 seasons. And guess what, Sam? Each and every one of those seasons, we have missed the playoffs. We used to have
a connection.
I think there's a connection. Also, bring back the personal pizzas. Personal pizzas and Gold Star Chili. Say goodbye to the Donato's, to the Donato's slices and the Skyline Chili. It's not working out. And Gold Star is also better.
Might stretch it there a little bit, but I'm not going to disagree. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. You know, we got to figure out something. And then also, I'm gonna be greedy, Mick. Can we take after the Falcons? Like, Mick, my 2 cheese conies that I like to get before game, and my souvenir drink is like $26 now. Get the hell out of here! Like, come on! Come on! And yeah, get off Mick's lawn. Absolutely, get off my lawn too. Got anything else you want to get off your chest now? It is Festivus, so we have to air our grievances, right?
Is that how I don't know how Festivus works.
Yeah, you're supposed to air your grievances.
Oh. No, that's about it. That's I mean, I've got a lot more, but I've been airing those grievances for months now, so we're good.
Okay. There is our Christmas wish list. If you have anything that you want to throw into the comment, add to it, throw it into the comment section. We'll throw it up on the screen for that. But I think we both did a pretty good job on our wish lists. And Mike Brown, since you're listening, we know you are. Just do it. Just do it. It's that simple. Just do it. Although, while I'm thinking about it, if they get rid of the Skyline thing, Mick, then what are we going to fight over in the summer? Because remember, it was the Cups. It was the bobbleheads this year.
I will give you all of my Skyline cups.
I don't want that. I kind of want the bobbleheads.
Oh, but I got the cups.
I have a couple of those.
They're sitting in my cube drawer at work.
Your cube drawer?
Yeah, my cubicle at work. I have drawers, and my cups are in there.
Okay, what do you
along with a lot of other shit? Nothing. They're just sitting in there.
Okay.
I have a spending problem, and I buy useless cups.
Well, I did spend on my like $15 hot chocolate. I did. So I do have at least a Bengals hot chocolate cup now. If I ever want to use that,
I also have one of those. If you want,
no, I don't want that. No, I just have one. That's all I need. That's all I need. I've got enough of those. Okay, let's jump into the game on Sunday. The Bengals take on the Cardinals. 1:00 on Fox. Ugh. Fox broadcasts are just not as good as CBS broadcasts. Kevin Kugler and Daryl Johnston will be on the call. The ruler of the jungle. Did you see who it is?
No, Carson Palmer.
God, can you imagine? It is a guy, though, that I do believe played for both teams.
Leon Hall?
Yes, it did. No.
No.
Close. You are close. Right position. Should I give you here? I'll act out something. That whenever I think of this guy, I always got to go.
Oh, Dre
Kirkpatrick.
Okay.
Dre Kirkpatrick will be the ruler of the jungle on Sunday. I love that. That's just always what I thought of. Is he'd always go incomplete.
Isn't this kid playing D1 college right now?
At Alabama. Yeah.
Oh, he's at Bama?
I think so. Clay Martin will be the referee. You got any Clay Martin feelings?
I recognize him.
Okay.
I think if you picked him, if you gave me a lineup of reps, I think I would be.
What do you think he looks like? I should start doing that, where I have a list of 4 refs and see if you can pick out which one's Clay Martin.
Well, he's white.
Good
and
job.
on like a 50s. He's in the 50s, maybe 60.
I don't think he's quite 60. He's probably
So like
40s.
mid 50s.
He's got a really like scrunched up face. He always looks like he's mad. I feel like.
Yeah, he's got like RBF, but he sounds like, it sounds like a nice guy. Like the voice is like aesthetically pleasing, I think.
I'm sure he's a great human being. Okay. Clay Martin, the Bengals are 3-2 with Clay Martin. The Steelers game home this year, he was the ref. That was a good one. Cardinals in 2023, which is kind of ironic that the last 2 Cardinals games he's now done. Ravens playoff game at the Ravens in 2019, and a true Paycor Stadium legendary game, the Fat Randy Calf game in 2020. A true legendary game.
Don't you wish there were fans in the stadium to watch that shit happen?
What a moment. Since it's only Tuesday, there is no injury report to release yet. So nothing to bring you there. So let's dive into the matchup here. Bengals against the Cardinals. I liked what I was looking at the Bengals offense against the Cardinals defense at PFF. Oh, let's look. Who is the Cardinals' highest graded defender? I'm sorry. Who is it? Oh, it's none other than Zach Carter, who has not played since week 6. He's only played 2 games, but he is, by PFF, their highest graded defender. And that just made me laugh. And I knew it would make you, because other than Barrett Carter, I'm not sure there's been a Bengal defender you've hated more than Zach Carter.
I hate Zach Carter more than I hate Barrett Carter.
Wow. It's something about Carters. I never did put 2 and 2 together there.
We should really not draft anybody. I don't give a shit if Abdul Carter gets cloned and Jalen Carter gets cloned and comes back. It's bad juju.
Jimmy Carter?
Oh, he's. I don't think we're gonna make that one happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, no, I don't think that would work. But I just love that Zach Carter is their highest graded defender. Again, he's only played 2 games, hasn't played since week 6. He's on their practice squad, I think. But just made me laugh. The 2 guys that really stand out to me on the defensive line, you got Josh Sweat and 95-year-old Calais Campbell, who still somehow continues to be solid for this Arizona defense.
Honestly, that would be my cheapest ask in free agency is bring back 42-year-old Calais Campbell, or not bring back, bring in 42-year-old Calais Campbell into the fold here, because he's played pretty damn well the majority of his career.
Every year, I feel like we're like, okay, this will be the year that he's Father Time's finally going to catch up to him. And every year, like, it's not like he's elite, but he's just solid, you know?
Yeah.
And the Bengals need solid on their defensive line.
They do. They need solid all the way around the defensive line, especially, with Trey being gone, and you got a little more money to play with here. You gotta find a way to make that room a little more appealing. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of I think there's some similarities between this Cardinals defense and the Bengals defense. Definitely a lot of youth, especially at the linebacker and the secondary positions. You've got in the secondary,
ADG.
Yep, you got Akeem Davis Gaither is playing there. Hasn't played particularly. He's played about as how I would expect ADG to play in a full-time starting gig. You do have Mac Wilson, who's played pretty he's been okay. But he's kind of like your veteran linebacker. I don't even know how much, if he's even played much at all recently. He might be hurt, actually. Players like Denzel Burke, Will Johnson, they're both in their rookie season starting at corner. But yeah, you got a lot of youth in the back 7, I guess, and then you have
Mac Wilson's on IR.
Mac Wilson's on IR. That's my bad there. But you just you have a lot of youth all over the place on this defense. It's been a pretty disappointing unit for most of the season. Now I don't think they're making hilariously terrible plays like the Bengals defense has for a lot of this season, but they also haven't been good at all. in their own regard. So I think that the Bengals offense is a lot to work with in this game, especially if Josh Sweat's out for another week. I saw that he had an ankle injury and he was out on Sunday's game. Obviously, we haven't had the injury report yet for this week, but that's something to keep in mind.
I'm a little sad there's no Walter Nolan, just because he was a guy that we talked about.
The what could have been.
We talked about him a lot during draft season. I mean, he might be the first round pick that we talked about more than anybody. Walter Nolan.
And I'm just going to be curious to see if anything leaks out like that, because the Cardinals picked right before the Bengals in this draft and picked Walter Nolan right before Shamar Stewart. And part of me is still kind of wondering, was Shamar Stewart their guy if Walter Nolan was available, or would Walter Nolan be on this football team right now?
I would be nice. It would be nice to have Walter Nolan on this football team. Let's switch sides. Let's talk about the Cardinals offense. Seemingly, the Bengals just have to play Jacoby Brissett. Seemingly, though, he always plays well against the Bengals, I feel like.
And even when he doesn't play well, he usually wins.
Yes. Like, he finds ways to win. That does worry me. What does, absolutely worry me is that the Cardinals have one of the better tight ends in the league in Trey McBride.
The best tight end in the league in Trey McBride.
Yeah. I mean, he is in the conversation of being right behind Drew Sample, I think, in the best tight end in the league category. But I think, that worries me on Sunday.
Yeah, I would have put Cam Grandy up there too, with Trey McBride and Drew Sample. Ethan Carter. Ryan Hewitt. He was an H-back.
Yeah, he was an H-back. Yeah, I love Ryan Hewitt.
Anyways, yeah, and this Cardinals offense, honestly, some similarities with this Bengals offense. It's some, not to not to the extent that they have a big three or anything like that, but they've got a decent receiving unit. Maybe like a value brand version of Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Marvin Harrison Jr. and Michael Wilson, Michael Wilson's came on pretty strong over the course of the past 6-7 games or so, 6-7. And he's been their alpha receiver in this unit. And these obviously you still have the untapped potential of Marvin Harrison Jr., even though it's still untapped, but he's not playing horribly. Obviously, you got Trey McBride, who's the best tight end in this league. Really, so some similarities with the receiving unit, some similarities in the offensive line. It seems like they've had a little bit of a youth movement there. It's a pretty decent offensive line, and they've done a lot to improve it. Paris Johnson Jr.'s played really well this year.
Sad no Jonah Williams.
No Jonah Williams.
I'm very sad that we don't. I think I've still got it here. Do I? See, there it is.
And this was around Christmas time of 2021.
It was, I see here, it says screenshot January 24th, 2024. So I don't know. I guess was not in 2024.
I think I sent that to you.
Maybe that too. Yeah.
During around then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was Christmas time 2021. I've been at that Target this week. Didn't see Jonah Williams there. I was a little sad.
Yeah, that would be surprising if you did. Their running back room has been decimated by injuries. Michael Carter is currently their starter. Another Carter. James Conner got hurt. Their backup now, who's escaping me, he was on my fantasy team, and he got me mad because he never did come back. They kept teasing me every single week of, what is his name now? He's out for the season, so it doesn't really matter. But still, it's just been consistently their running back room is just they just have been through so many. DeMarcado is there too. This offense is not great, but
I didn't know Bam Knight wasn't on the football team anymore.
Yeah, didn't they release him?
Yeah, they released him. I was trying to look for the depth chart because I saw he's leading the team in carries this year. I was like, whoa, well, let's see if he's on the injury report or if he's been injured in the past recent weeks or whatever. Didn't see him on there at all. I was like, is Bam Knight gone?
He's on IR.
He is.
He is on IR as of this time last week.
Okay. So Michael Carter, Emery DeMarcado, those guys scare you at all?
No. Well, okay, wait. It is the Bengals defense we're talking about. Yes. It is the Bengals run defense we were talking about. So yes,
You could be Paris Johnson, the running back, and that would scare me a little bit.
Put Jonah back there with one leg.
Jonah Williams.
I think it's a leg injury that Jonah's dealing with. I honestly
Dalvin Tomlinson. Dalvin Tomlinson's a big guy.
There you go. Or Buda Baker.
Yeah. Well, I think Buda Baker would actually be a pretty good
He probably would be. You got to pick?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the blowout that it was this past week. But I do think the Bengals win. I'm going to go 28-24. Nice, nice, just run in the middle score.
34-21 Bengals.
Okay.
34-21 Bengals. I don't think it's going to be that close. It's going to be nice weather. Hard to be worse than last time. I think we might have a little bit of rain, but I think it's supposed to be like 60. Which is hilarious that there is going to be a 60-degree difference in temperature between the two games. You know, a couple of weeks difference. Mick says he's not coming.
Yeah, have you picked somebody to go to the game with you?
Lisa, get on him. He says he's not coming to the game on Sunday.
Don't blame me. Blame my
I am blaming you. I'm planning on waking up early and driving up that morning. I'll be there.
Yeah, but you just have you to worry about when it comes to driving.
Me is important.
Yeah, you have just you to worry about.
Frank says 31-14 Bengals. I like your optimism, Frank.
Could do a ticket giveaway.
No, I want to go. I only get two more games to go to this year.
You get a one ticket giveaway. It's just...
I don't think we're going to get people to enter if it's just me. It's supposed to rain, Lisa says. So Mick can sit in the rain. If Mick sat in the cold, he can sit in the rain.
Yeah, I don't mind the rain. I really don't care about the rain that much.
Yeah.
Just blame my parents. Okay.
Dave and Sonia. Shame. We do also want to make sure we send our best out to Jay Morrison. He's obviously, lost his wife earlier this week, and we don't know Jay personally, Mick, but obviously listening to, the Growler podcast and so on, I feel like to me, Jay is if you ask me what Bengals media guy do you want to sit down and have a beer with, Jay Morrison. Seems like the nicest guy in the world. I can't imagine what he's going through, so we definitely want to mention him and send our best to him. What a horrible, not that there's a good time for it, but Christmas holiday, what a terrible time for it. Sending our absolute best to him.
Yeah. Couldn't have said that any better. Jay seems like a great guy, at least from what we've gotten to hear from him on the Growler, and we've seen, with him covering the Bengals for a while. He seems like a great guy. Can't imagine what he's going through. So yeah, just sending good vibes out to him and his family, and hopefully they can
come to peace, come find some peace over these next couple of days, without question on that. And I appreciate it too. Shout out to Zach Taylor. He closed the press conference yesterday saying something about it. Don't have to do that as the head coach of a football team. We can say what we want about Zach, but I think the one thing that we can say about Zach, Mick, is that he is a good human being.
Yeah, we will never talk shit about Zach Taylor, the guy.
Yeah, I think he's a great human being. Great human being. Have a great Christmas. Remember, we'll be back, I think probably maybe Tuesday of next week as well, just because I assume Mick will be out getting tipsy on New Year's Eve, right?
We're waiting to find out on what we're going to do for New Year's yet. But yeah.
Mick has a love-hate relationship with alcohol. And I should have pulled a video. I got sent a great video of you that I should have pulled for this podcast, Mick, but I didn't think about it until just right now. Should have done it. And should have used it.
Is this from the Christmas party I was at the other day?
Maybe. I've got my connections. And I don't know. But yeah, we'll probably be back Tuesday of next week. Talk Cardinals and preview the Week 18 game against the Browns. Lisa says she wants the video. I might be able to send that to you, Lisa. I'll be able to do it. It's just Mick running around with his shirt pulled up around his head for some reason.
Killing it at Flip Cup.
He was. Have a great Christmas. Look forward to next week's show. Remember to follow us on all our social media channels. Mick, hopefully Santa Claus finds you and you get everything you wanted.
Same to you, and same to anybody that's watching us right now. Merry Christmas, guys. And we'll see you guys next week.
Hoo day.
Hoo day.